Having your jersey hanging in the rafters has to be one of the greatest honors a player can ever achieve, leaving a legacy that is even bigger than getting the championships. In this video, I'll be giving you 10 NBA players with multiple jerseys retired. Hello there and welcome back to another video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. You are awesome. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy watching everything NBA related, subscribe with those bell notifications on. Earl Monroe, also known as Black Jesus, one of the most talented yet unlucky players in NBA history, losing back-to-back finals with different franchises but still being the team's ultimate leader on and off the court. Paired alongside Walt Frazier, the Knicks had the best backcourt in the world at the time, and even though he was forced to retire due to knee injury, his impact in the hardwood granted him the right to see his number 15 jersey retired by the Knicks and the number 10 by Baltimore Wizards. Shaq will go down as the most dominant center of his era and one of the strongest players in the hardwood every time he set foot into it. A human highlight reel that could demolish backboards with the same ease as he gets past defenders obviously had to be immortalized for his talents. That's why the Los Angeles Lakers retired his 34 jersey after he went on to win 3 NBA championships with 3 final MVPs as well. And the Miami Heat also hanged his jersey in the rafters after he was the perfect companion for young Dwayne Wade in the franchise's first championship ever. Bob Lanier was a huge beast for the Detroit Pistons ever since the Michigan franchise drafted him way back then, staying put for a decade at the Palace with averages of almost 23 points over 11 boards and 2 swats per contest. He went on to the Milwaukee Bucks via trade, and even though his numbers took a minor dip, he was able to lead them to several division titles, earning the right to get his number 16 jersey retired by both franchises. Julius Erving, aka Dr. J, was one of the most influential players of his generation, a guy that young ballers like Michael Jordan looked up to, and a total beast in both ends of the court in the NBA until he finally made it to the Sixers, where he won the MVP in 1981 and a ring in 1983. Irving was one of the most dominant players below the rim, and his athleticism flashed every time he drove to the lane, so the Nets retired his 32 jersey as well as the Sixers, where he wore number 6. If it wasn't for Michael Jordan, perhaps Clyde Drexler would have been able to take his Portland Trail Blazers to the NBA title, and people tend to forget just how incredibly talented Clyde was at the two because of MJ's surge in presence. Eventually, he would have at least won one title with the Houston Rockets alongside Hakeem Olajuwon, and his number 22 jersey was retired by both franchises. On a side note, he's the all-time leader in Blazers history in 15 different categories. The Big Dipper, aka Wilt Chamberlain, has his jersey number 13 by 3 different teams, the lone player in NBA history that can brag about this honor. Chamberlain was the most dominant player of his time, although he wasn't able to win more than 2 championships throughout his entire career. Wilt was so dominant, athletic, and gifted that the league thought of millions of ways to make the game more fair with him in the hardwood, changing several rules and court measures. His lifetime averages of over 22.9 boards are still absurd and aren't likely to be surpassed anytime soon. Charles Barkley's Philadelphia stint didn't get off to the best of finishes as he was asking for a trade to a contending squad, but he still was one of the most entertaining and dominant players to watch back in the day, with the league even changing a rule due to how easy it was for him to take defenders to school and hit on a turnaround from the elbow. Chuck will go down as one of the best players in Phoenix's history as well, and he's yet another victim of Michael Jordan, who stopped him from ever becoming an NBA champion. Regardless, his number 34 jersey is retired in both franchises. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar led the Milwaukee Bucks to a championship during his 5 years there, and he became the most unstoppable offensive player of his time. Sadly for them, he wanted to play for a bigger market, forcing the team's hand to deal him to LA. During that time, Kareem and Magic developed huge chemistry to build a dynasty in purple and gold, and he's still the league's all-time leading in points scored, earning the right to the number 33 jersey retired by both teams. Kobe Bryant spent his entire 20-year career with the Los Angeles Lakers, but he still makes this list. During his first 3 championships, the Black Mamba wore number 8 in his jersey, which he eventually changed to 24, in which he retired. So after deciding to retire, the never-ending debate regarding which jersey should the Lakers retire came to an end, with Los Angeles retiring both number 24 and number 8, a well-deserved honor for the 5-time NBA champion and the greatest Laker player in history. This one's one of the most bizarre stories ever heard, but is definitely worth telling. Everybody would think that if Jordan's number was retired by 2 franchises, it would be the Chicago Bulls and the Washington Wizards, where he eventually retired after a second comeback. Nonetheless, it was the Miami Heat that also retired his 23 jersey, despite the fact that MJ never played a single game on a Miami uniform. Neither was he even close to doing so. Still, the South Beach franchise decided to honor him for all of his great contributions to basketball and sports. Only the GOAT could have his jersey retired by a team in which he never played for. That is a wrap for the video. If you made it this far, slap a like on it. Clearly you enjoyed watching. Remember to subscribe with those bell notifications if you haven't done that yet. You really do not want to miss a single upload. Until next time, you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.